Okay, yay. I see myself on our Ensemble Theater Facebook page. Wonderful. So I just want to say a few words before I introduce our first Zoom reading. First of all, thank you to everybody who is joining us today. This is the first of what we hope are many Monday night Zoom play readings of some wonderfully crafted 10-minute plays by our Stage Rights unit through Ensemble. This is a great group of local writers who, when we could meet in person, met every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 at Ensemble. It was kind of an open door, so people could come and go. And the opportunity was just to really be able to hear pieces that they wrote, read one another's work, and share feedback. So a brief conversation with Cindy and Agnes and I, we figured once I had found out that everybody was still meeting via Zoom, which is wonderful, we felt that we would take our little group here to the next level of being able to kind of share their work with you on Ensemble Theater's live stream, as well as via our Zoom platform as well. So for the next couple of Mondays,
I sent you a new link. It's on your
every other Monday, we will be doing the readings. And so just to let you know, tune in. You can either request at plays@ensemble-theater.org the Zoom link for that night, or you can just tune in and watch it via Facebook Live. And we'll be doing these every other Monday. So just to kind of create a spirit of camaraderie during these unprecedented challenges we seem to all be facing, a way to kind of stay connected and do a little bit of theater as we can during these crazy times. If you would like two quick things, if you want to ask any kind of questions, or if you want to just, give some wonderful props and kudos to the people as they're reading, you can use the chat function in the Zoom, and I'll share those as I can in between each. You can also post questions regarding getting into the, you can post a question on the Facebook Live if that's the venue that you are looking at. So without further ado, if the cast of the first show wants to unmute themselves, I will introduce the playwright, who will then introduce her actors. So the first 10-minute play that we're going to read tonight is a play called Prospect, and that is a play by Anne Cohen. So I will pass the baton on to the lovely Anne, and she will introduce her cast.
Thank you, Celeste. This evening, Nance Ferguson will be portrayed by Agnes Herman. Frank Turner will be played by Paul Slimak. Marcia Rubenstein will be played by Sidney Perelman, who's joining us from New York City. And James Beckley will be portrayed by Bryant Carroll. Thank you. Prospect. Summer, 1976, Cleveland, Ohio, Prospect Avenue, in a brownstone's upper floor. A small room with high ceilings, a large window on the back wall through which a fire escape is visible. A doorway is on a side wall. Glittering wallpaper, a rug, beautiful draperies, and a desk and chair adorn the space. A lounge chair with ottoman and a small table sit downstage. 2 purses are on the desk. Nance, a tall, attractive woman in her 50s, parades through the space, carrying a bowl of lemons. Marcia, her protege, mid-20s, is a vibrant, younger version of Nance and carries a flower arrangement. They set the objects on the desk.
It's beautiful, Marcia. Restoring Prospect Avenue to its former glory. All of the workrooms finished in record time. It is how you imagined, isn't it? I do love it.
Oh, yes, Nance. It's beyond my expectation. I'm grateful to you for giving me free rein.
I'm good at business, but you, young lady, have lovely taste. Let's place these fake lemons and silk flowers.
Nance walks to the desk and hands Marcia the flowers. Marcia looks at the flowers and puts them on the small table.
I've learned so much from you about design and life. You've taken me out of my comfort zone.
Oh, this isn't your suburbia. No Heinen's or Davis's Bakery within miles. In fact, this place used to be a bordello.
A bordello?
Marcia, a brothel.
Oh, of course. A whorehouse.
Precisely. No bordellos in your neighborhood?
Hardly, but I can just picture it here.
This little gem was probably a maid's room. Wealthy people lived here.
Why did they leave?
Oh, the Depression bankrupted a lot of them, and the rest moved to the suburbs. They just left.
What a waste.
Frank Turner enters, mid-50s, elegantly dressed and smoking a cigar.
Hello, hello. Your room looks fantastic. I'm Frank Turner, the new owner of the building. And you are Nance Fitzferguson, and this is the gentleman's retreat?
Yes, on both counts. Thank you. We chose a small room this year, and this is Marcia Rubenstein, my protege. She did the actual design.
Well done, Marcia. I think our 1976 Designers Showcase House will be a big success. Lots of talent here in Cleveland, and we'll raise some money for the Heart Association.
Nice that we can do some good.
Nance, I wanted to personally thank you for your hard work and the financial investment you made in this place. You and the rest of the designers are leaving me a handsome, fully renovated brownstone. I never heard of anything like this. I buy the building for next to nothing, and all of you decorators put up your dough to fix it up. What a deal! And 3 of the 4 townhouses are already rented.
Really? I wasn't sure you'd attract any tenants.
Lots of skeptics, but I offered the first month's rent free, 1-year leases with 2-year renewals, no increase.
And all this really sharp decorating thrown in.
Correct. Talented and smart. Hang on to her, Nance.
I will do my best.
I'm not going anywhere, Mr. Turner.
Well, I am going to check out the rest of the rooms. Glad to have met you. Have you seen anyone else still working this morning?
Surprisingly, no. Everyone must be ready.
Well, I'll continue my tour. See you at the gala tonight.
Oh, we'll be there.
Nice to meet you.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks so much. See you later.
Frank exits.
I'm really shocked that so many are rented.
Well, these dolled up houses are a good incentive for someone wanting to come back to the city. Time will tell if it's really a trend.
What happened to the people who were living here?
Well, utilities have been turned off for years. I don't know if anyone was living here, but they would have been removed.
You mean thrown out?
I don't know if anyone was kicked out, but it does seem like worlds have collided here. It was a dump, and now it's wearing a big Band-Aid. The beautiful has covered up the desecrated. Let's get those last few things out of the car, and then we'll get changed for tonight's party.
He was so nice.
He likes you. Lovely man. Lucky man.
Nance and Marcia exit. A moment later, a man, mid-20s, with visible scars, stands on the fire escape looking into the room. He tries to open the window and it won't budge. He breaks the panes with a sharpened stick, and as he climbs into the room, he is cut by the broken glass. Wincing with pain, he drops the stick and examines a bloody wound on his arm. Wearing shabby, dirty clothes, his hair and beard are disheveled. He looks around and pulls on a drapery panel, causing the rod and the fabric to fall down. The man pulls the fabric off the rod and wraps it around his arm, picks up the stick and with difficulty throws back the rug. He then sits on the floor and pries open a floorboard, retrieving a medium-sized fabric-covered box, the kind that usually contains jewelry. At that moment, Nance and Marcia enter through the doorway. He clutches the box to his chest.
Oh my God!
Nance and Marcia drop the bags. We hear the sound of something breaking.
Oh my God. Please don't hurt us.
I don't hurt women and children. I did the best I could.
The best you could? What are you talking about? God damn it, our room. You broke in here. God damn you, all our work, all that money.
He's not listening, Nance. Let's get out of here while we can and call the police.
We can't do that. It wouldn't be right.
Not right. It's not right for us to sit here with this deranged man. My mother was not happy about us being in this neighborhood. She's gonna kill me. No, she's gonna kill you for bringing me here.
Well, I didn't force you to come. Don't put this on me.
You're my boss. What was I supposed to do?
Do as I ask. Right now. Go get help.
No, don't be a drag. Either we both leave or I stay with you. And we should both leave.
I'm not leaving. See if you can find Frank Turner. Anybody. We need to get help.
No, I won't leave you alone with him.
He's out of it.
He'll wake up. Then what? Nance, what has gotten into you? I thought you were more concerned about your golf score at the Hudson Country Club than your fellow man.
That's harsh. Probably true. Doesn't make it right. But the fact is, we have to get him out of here before the gala starts tonight.
I didn't even think about that. You're right. So let's go and find the police. They can get him out of here. Let's go. Oh no, he's waking up. He's not out of it.
Out of it. I'm not out of it. Give me those purses on the desk. You got any cash?
Marcia goes to the desk and gets the purses. She holds them out to him.
I told you we should have left when we had the chance.
Shut up, bitch. No. No. What am I doing? I'm not a thief.
Nance takes her purse from Marcia, removes her wallet. She takes out her cash and throws it at the man.
You can have my money. Just don't hurt us.
I told you I won't hurt you. And keep your money, all right? I'm not a thief.
The man throws the money back at her. Marcia takes the items from Nance, returns the purses to the desk.
You're bleeding through. You need stitches. What a mess. You ruined our room and scared the crap out of us. All our hard work and now broken glass and blood all over. Unbelievable. But we still have to get you some help.
Nobody will help me, all right? Get you some help. Get you some help. I mean, what a joke, all right? I did the best I could. I couldn't save Mitch. Not Mitch. I mean, the rest, yeah, I saved 8. Ronnie, Dennis, Dave, all of them. Not Mitch. The other grenade over there, I didn't see it.
Show me your arm.
Don't touch me. All right? Don't come near me. All right? I came for my stuff, my property. All right? I'm not a thief.
James continues to hold the stick out at her and tries to open the box with his other hand.
Let me help you. You're going to get blood all over the box. Must be something special.
Special and a secret. What do you know about anything, huh? You fancy ass lady. You made this in this fancy ass place. I mean, what do you know? Why should I let you anywhere near me?
We just want to help you.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, help me go right to jail.
No, we wouldn't do that. You're just retrieving your property, right? Did you live here?
Yeah. Me and the hookers. And they were real nice to me. Then we all had to leave so this place could get all gussied up. I mean, they made us leave real fast. Some asshole guy came in and kicked us all out. No time to get my stuff.
Let me help you. Please.
No, I said no. Stay away and leave me alone.
James lies back down, curls into a fetal position, and soon appears to fall asleep. The stick falls from his hand, but he is still holding the box close to his chest.
You think he's unconscious? He's lost a lot of blood.
I don't care. Let's go.
Please,
Nance gently shakes him.
wake up, please.
Just let me bleed out. Please, let me die.
You can't do that. That wouldn't be right. What's your name? Tell us your name.
Why do you need to know my name?
My name is Nance, and this is Marcia. And you are?
You're not going to call the cops?
No, I already gave you my word. Your name?
It's James. James Beckley, Specialist, 4th Class, U.S. Army.
Were you in Vietnam?
No shit. Right? That's where I got to be so pretty.
You were wounded there.
Fuck yeah. Almost died and should have.
Marcia, go and try and find some help.
No.
Go.
I don't want help. I told you.
Go. I told you to go.
Okay, but I'll be right back.
If you can't find anyone, there's a phone in the kitchen.
Yeah, got it.
You better come back.
Don't worry. I won't leave you stranded here.
Marcia exits.
I ruined your room. Why do you want to help me?
Everyone deserves help. You deserve help.
Maybe at one time I did. Lady, hey,
James tries to open the box, but
Nancy. Okay, here. Help me open it.
James faces the box towards Nance. She opens it slowly.
Oh God. Oh God, oh God.
Nance slowly lifts out a bent and tarnished spoon, sets it on the floor. James releases his grip on the box and lies back down and starts to rock.
See? You see why we come?
I see what you've become. But I also see who you were.
She carefully lifts out a large military medal hanging from a blue ribbon.
This is what you came for.
Yes, ma'am. That there is the Medal of Honor.
Isn't that the highest honor?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are the other ones?
Purple Heart, Bronze Star, Silver Star.
Very impressive. You are a very special soldier.
I was once. Now I'm just a junkie. I got hurt real bad, got hooked on the only thing that stops the pain.
Didn't anyone help you when you came home?
I mean, there's a program in Palo Alto. I couldn't get out there. Most folks don't want to help a junkie vet.
I want to help you. Here in Cleveland.
You're so nice, ma'am, Nancy. And after I broke your house and ruined your curtains.
It's not my house. It's not anybody's house yet. Just a fake showcase house.
I don't understand. It doesn't look fake. But anyway, I'm sorry. I had to break the window to get in. Damn locks on windows. I mean, we weren't there before.
I don't imagine they were.
Sorry about what I said before. The place looks real nice. Beautiful.
Appearances can be deceiving. You don't look like a hero, but you are.
Just doing my job. Saw a grenade, threw my helmet on it, and then I fell on it, saved 8 of my men.
It exploded?
Yeah, that's how I got hurt. There was a second grenade I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't save Mitch. I couldn't save him.
Nance hears approaching footsteps and looks through the doorway to the hall. Marcia and Frank come in walking softly. She motions for them to sit down on the floor next to the contents of the box.
James? Marcia and Frank, let me introduce you to a real American hero, James Beckley, Medal of Honor and Purple Heart. You can see all his other medals in the box. Be careful.
No, don't look in there.
It's okay, James.
Hello.
Hello, James. An honor.
Mr. Turner, we need to get this young man to a hospital. Would you like to assist me in getting him some help?
We called an ambulance. This is not going to be good publicity. What if all my tenants pull out? I only have a deposit from one. Damn it. Damn it.
Mr. Turner, now that you're here with Nance, I'm going downstairs to meet the ambulance. I'll need to lead them up here. Please don't leave.
Yes, of course. And I won't leave. I'm just letting off steam. I've been working on this project for a long time. Time and money, and this joker's gonna ruin the whole thing.
He's not going to ruin anything. We need to help him. We can. You're a successful developer. And I've done well for myself. This has made me think about how fortunate I've been. It's time to give back.
We just met, and you're gonna tell me what to do?
Not tell, ask. I'm going to ask you nicely to help.
Don't be thinking I'm gonna be helping with any long-term thing.
You know he lived right here before you took over. He came back to retrieve his medals.
I thought he looked familiar. I remember him hanging around.
I wasn't stealing nothing from you. Just came to get my property.
I'm sorry you lost your home, and I'm sorry you got hurt trying to get back in, but you made a mess here. It's a disaster now.
Yeah. I am sorry. I apologize.
Frank, as Marcia says, be a mensch. You know what that is? It means be a man, a real man. You wanted to bring this neighborhood back to its former glory, and you're making a good attempt, and now you can save a life too, not just a building.
Yeah, you got the gift of gab, Nance. What do you want me to do?
Why don't you ask James to tell you how he got those medals? He saved a lot of lives.
Those are beautiful medals. I never did anything heroic.
I saved my men. Lost one. She can tell you she's the nicest person I ever met. Nobody's been nice to me in such a long time.
What do you like to eat? We got to put some meat on your bones.
Kentucky Fried Chicken was always my favorite. Coca-Cola, brownies.
That's all easy.
Watermelon, chocolate ice cream.
Man after my own heart. Do you have any family? Anyone we can call?
Maybe my sister. I mean, she's my twin. I was too ashamed to see her, but maybe if I get back on my feet.
Do you have a trade? What did you do before the war?
Well, I was going to be a carpenter, but then I got drafted.
Well, you have a talent for demolition, that's for sure.
Thank you, Frank.
For what? What are you going to do about the curtains and the broken window?
Well, an emergency repair for the window, and we just won't have any draperies. We'll start a new trend. But I probably won't be coming to the gala. I need to go to the hospital with James, see about his treatment. Can you call the window company? Hang on, James. They'll be there soon.
Yes, of course I'll call. It's my building. I'll stay until the repairmen are done. You go ahead with the ambulance. St. Vincent's Charity is the closest hospital.
Perfect, thanks. But I don't want you to miss the party. Without you, none of this would be possible. You should take your bow.
They would have found another building. Don't kid yourself. I'll play it by ear, and then I'll pick up some grub and bring it to the hospital. Kentucky Fried Chicken, a bucket.
Don't miss the party. Give me your number and I'll call with an update. You can bring food tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, is that too long term?
No, not at all.
It's not that hard to be a mensch. There's hope for you yet, Frank.
The ambulance siren is heard faintly in the distance.
James, hang on. They'll be here soon.
The sound of the ambulance gets louder, drowning out their voices. The end.
Yay! Good job, guys. I didn't mention this at the beginning. So one quick thing, Anne, I'm gonna have you do it at the tail end rather than at the beginning. So because you were the first, you were the guinea pig. If you could just give a quick reason why you wrote the script.
Yes. In our stage rights group at Ensemble Theater, we were given a prompt to write plays about gentrification. And I was actually the real Marcia in this play. In 1976, I participated in the Designer Showcase House in the Brownstones on Prospect. And it was a very early attempt at gentrification. And I thought that it would be a perfect setting for a play about that subject. And then I wanted to bring in the plight of the people who were displaced by gentrification, because that is a big problem with it. It creates neighborhoods that the people who've lived there for a very long time can no longer afford to live in. So that was why I wrote the play. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. And then
Thank you.
quickly, if all the actors want to turn on their video, I think like maybe a sign off, I'm trying to think of like a virtual bow. Like you can all wave and like say, hey, do your best version of like a virtual bow. That was a great job, Sidney, Brian, Agnes, Paul, you guys did wonderfully. For the first one, no major bumps, which is great. So we'll move on to the next 10 minutes. So thank you guys. If you are not in the next script, if you could please turn off your video and turn off your sound. And then if the playwright and the actors of Heaven's Gate could turn on their video and turn on their sound, I can help you if you need to. Oh, we got Berenice. We need Pete, Peter Lawson Jones, Paul and Agnes. Agnes and Paul are in every reading tonight.
I know.
My goodness, that's great.
Bravo!
Since we learned from the first one, I'm going to introduce you, Berenice. Of course, you're one of our wonderful stage rights members as well. If you want to give a brief reason why you wrote the play, and then if you could introduce your cast, and then we'll go ahead and start with your reading. So the Berenice now has the floor. Berenice Kleiman.
Well, I am a news junkie. I'm surrounded day, night, and in between. And I decided that I wanted to take something that makes me cry and make me laugh from it. So that is Heaven's Gate, doing the most preposterous thing I could possibly think of. And actually, it's related to what is down on earth. So with that, I am so pleased to introduce my very talented cast. Kahaji, played by Peter Lawson Jones, Raisa, Agnes Herman, whom you've already seen in the previous play, Abraham, Paul Slimak, also seen, St. Peter, Pete Ferry, and narrator Berenice Kleiman. 3 people are standing on a cloud watching construction going up in their neighborhood. There is a cacophony of hammers. Kahiji?
What do you think they're building?
Who knows?
I'll be damned if I know.
Watch your language. This isn't your Russian shtetl. You know that bad language doesn't go over here.
Big deal. Better in your bombed out Aleppo? Where I come from in the concentration camps, we were all damned. Why should I worry about a stupid word?
Yeah, we had enough noise back where we all came from. In Rwanda, the machetes made less noise than your bombs and mortars. Only the screams were loud. Let's cut to the chase and forget the niceties. Who the hell is interrupting our quiet community with all that racket? They promised us a peaceful eternity here.
Not only the noise, but look how they're blocking our view. We used to sit here quietly and watch generations down below grow. Oh, it was a good view. Better than playing cards.
We could see the good and bad. And now some schlepper comes along. I thought we had zoning laws up here. See that scaffolding? It's going to be a Tower of Babel by the time they're finished.
Look, they're putting up a sign in front. Wait, let me get my glasses. Okay, I got them. It says Trump Tower.
Trump Tower? What's that?
You know, that's the guy who's president of the United States.
Hold it. What does that have to do with us? And besides, isn't he still alive?
You know these schnorrers. Living or dead, they claim everything as their own. Rich people pay extra for the privilege of wearing other people's names in big letters. They call it branding.
That's silly. We don't need labels here. We live simply and have whatever we need. No one has to buy in. Besides, what does this Trump person have to do with us?
Obviously, he's preparing for his future. Well, enough questions. Now it's time for some action. What are we going to do about this? Who needs this crap in Heaven's Gate? And what the Sam Hill are we going to do about it?
The 3 walk around in circles thinking. Finally, Raisa raises her hand.
Picket the construction?
Too easy. Better we could send hail, locusts, and maybe kill his firstborn son.
Nah, I think the older daughter is the most powerful of his children.
Wait, I have another idea. Why don't we organize a delegation to go to St. Peter? Only he has the power to send this guy to the lower level. This Trump doesn't belong here.
Oh, but hold it. I have an even better idea. Why don't we send Clarence down to look around? Poor Clarence won't get his angel's wings until he brokers a big deal. This is right up his alley.
That's a good idea. Clarence can tell Trump to give up this unsightly tower, or we'll have Congress block his presidency over the next 4 years. If that doesn't work, maybe Clarence can turn the spigots on at the White House so that it sinks back into the marshes.
Oh, don't be silly. What you can or can't do in America doesn't reach up to heaven. I agree with Gaiji. We need to take this issue up directly with St. Peter. He promised us a peaceful eternity after the hell we'd each been through. I think he's the one who has to deliver.
Scene 2. St. Peter sits on his throne wearing a long white beard that comes down to his feet. The 3 Heaven's Gate representatives approach the room and knock timidly on a wide door. There is no answer, so they gently knock again. Oh, Peter.
Yes.
St. Peter, sir, may we take a few minutes of your time?
Why not? I have an eternity to spare. How can I help you, my friend?
Your Reverence, forgive me, I'm not too familiar with addressing saints. We don't really have them in my religion, but I know you're the big guy up here and we have a big problem.
A big problem, eh?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Just call me St. Peter, Abraham. No pretense or formality here. Go on.
Well, we were all doing okay here. It's peaceful. No wars, no bombs or machetes, no gas chambers. But something has now interfered and we don't know what to do about it.
Abraham, what problem has disturbed the three of you?
There is a tower being built in our Heaven's Gate neighborhood. It's going right up through the sky.
Yes, and it's so wide, it's already blocking our wonderful view down below. We love to just sit, rock, and look down. People watching was my favorite activity. And now all we have are signs, posters, loudspeakers, and one big name in huge letters.
And that Schlemiel isn't even here yet. How can he brand something that isn't his? Doesn't Heaven's Gate belong to heaven? And especially to us for our eternal peace?
You've got a point there. But I'm only a middleman in charge of daily maintenance and admission. I may have to refer this problem to a higher authority.
Raisa, Kahiji, and Abe clap their hands in relief.
But there's a problem, I am afraid.
A problem, Your Eminence?
Yes. Our higher authority is so caught up in wars and a world pandemic that I don't think I can disturb him right now. Let me think about this. Maybe I can handle it myself. Can you come back in a week?
But, St. Peter, Your Honor, at the rate the construction is going, they may have completed much of the tower before we even return.
Oh, don't worry, my friends. Everything here is so ephemeral that what goes up can easily come down. Leave it to me.
Scene 2, the following week. The three friends return to St. Peter. They knock timidly, wait, and knock again. The door slowly opens and they walk in to again address St. Peter, still seated on his throne.
So, my friends, it's good to see you back. How's the construction going?
Dear sir, it's so high that we have to lift our heads straight up. And it's so big we can't walk around it.
Only the big gold letters Trump Tower are in eye distance, and they shine so brightly they block out the sun.
We were taught, dear sir, to revere no false gods in any of our three religions represented here, and yet we find ourselves forced to worship empty letters that mean nothing to anyone here in Heaven's Gate. How can this be?
So, my friends, I too have thought about this problem you present. Here we have a quiet neighborhood, good neighbors, and now an interloper who brings with him a huge footprint. Do you think the tower will improve the value of your neighborhood as Mr. Trump claims?
No, Your Holy One. From all we can see looking down, it will bring rancor, bitter exchanges, power plays, and bullying. We came here in the hope of finding enduring peace and quiet. And we have no other place to go. What makes it worse is this fellow isn't even here yet. He obviously called ahead to not only make a reservation, but push us all aside for his own business demands.
And that's not the way it's supposed to work here, is it? Power plays should only be for those on Earth.
Yes, we fought our wars. And I thought we'd earned our reward.
My friends, you make convincing arguments. Come back next week and I'll have a resolution for you.
But sir, this ugly tower will not only be built by then, but rented out, and the rest of us will be dispossessed.
That, I can assure you, will not happen. Come back, my friends. Have faith.
Scene 3. So the three friends return for their third visit to St. Peter. This time, the door is open and he warmly invites them in.
So, Abraham, Kahiji, and Raisa, do you have news for me?
Oh, yes, St. Peter. Thank you. We're so relieved that tower is gone. Even those big gold letters have disappeared.
Yes, along with all the ugly construction materials.
And it's a machaya. Such a relief to have our own quiet Heaven's Gate back again.
And our beautiful view, too.
So, dear reverential Melech, may we timidly ask how you were able to accomplish this huge feat?
Let's just say, my friends, that we informed Mr. Trump that we required immediate occupancy from him and his family if they were to take possession of this property. He declined. Go in peace, my friends.
The end.
Oh, thank you, guys. I feel bad because every time I mute, you can't hear me, my reactions of me laughing and giggling here and there. So, yes, if Agnes and Paul, Pete, and Peter want to take their virtual bow, thank you guys so much for reading the parts in this quirky little 10-minute comedy. It's a little bit timely, you know. The idea, we just got the idea of gentrifying heaven is pretty brilliant. Thank you, Bernice. So yes, we're getting some feedback from our audience, which is fabulous. So yeah, thank you, Bernice. Was there a prompt? Was that like in response to one of the prompts we sent out, or was this was one that you wrote on your own? I can't remember. My memory doesn't always serve me well.
I can't remember either.
I feel like it might have been from the same prompt that Anne was also using, but
Probably.
there have been many. You guys, and that's one thing to share with our audience. This unit of playwrights has been together for a good amount of time. I think we're in probably our 9th or 10th season of the playwriting festival that we do. So this group has been meeting for years, not just months. They've been together. They've probably developed a lot of friendships and relationships with one another. So just to let you guys know that, look at that, Kat saying forever together. She's fabulous. So this is a group of people who meet a lot and are together with one another on a regular basis. So we're just finding ways to do it in the virtual world. Thank you, Bernice. I wish you could have heard me giggling because yes, there were a lot of them. Virtual giggles. If you guys want to laugh in the chat, you're more than welcome to, since we can't do it out loud. So to round out this evening, so we decided to do 3 in our first Zoom. We'll have the last script read and then I'll say a few things. And then if anybody wants to ask any questions of our playwrights or actors who remain with us, you're more than welcome to. If you could use just the chat function, because of course, if we turn on everybody's audio, it turns into crazy chaos. So just use the chat function if you can, but it's working wonderfully for comments and praise for everybody. So use it for questions as well, if you don't mind. Last up, a wonderful little piece that all 3 of these are great. So Props to Anne and Bernice and Agnes, who has been acting in all of the shows, now has a 10-minute play of her own, Katydids, which I will let her tell you a little bit about why she wrote it and then introduce you to her cast as well. So if the Heaven's Gate cast could turn off their videos and the Katydids cast could turn on their videos, which is just 2 people. There you are, Kat. All right, so
All right.
take it away, Agnes. Oh yes, including Paul. I think of you and Paul as one person, Agnes.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
know.
the way I'm. Okay, take it away for us, Agnes.
Okay, the play is called Katydids. It's subtitled A Bug's Eye View on the Environment. And I wrote it because of all the climate change that we're constantly being bombarded with every day. Makes me so sad. It makes me so scared. And I just needed to lighten it up and think of it in a different way. So I felt better for myself. So
Look at all of you socially conscious writers, all 3 of you. That's great.
we try.
You do.
So Paul will be reading the narrator. Kat Kenny will be reading Katydid number 1, and Agnes Herman will be reading Katydid number 2.
Katydids are bush crickets. Their calls are distinguished by a chirping in 2, 3, or 4 syllables, often phoneticized as Katy did for 3 syllables and Katy didn't for 4 syllables. They live in trees and bushes and eat leaves. Conversely, ground crickets live in the ground, and their call is more of a constant high-pitched ringing. This is the story of 2 female bush crickets, Katydid 1 and Katydid 2. They sit on the leaves of a low-hanging tree branch in the backyard of a suburban home near the edge of a wooded area. It is an early October evening at dusk in northern Ohio. We can hear the high call of ground crickets, the faraway whistle of a train, and the soft rustle of leaves in a mild breeze. We see a tent in the distance, which is illuminated by a lantern inside.
Hey, Katy 2.
Sup, Katy 1?
Katy died.
Which Katy?
Number 3.
Oh, gee. How?
Pesticide.
Not again.
Afraid so.
What'll we do?
Watch what we eat.
It's disgraceful.
Amen, sister.
Why do they spray?
To kill bugs.
But we eat bugs.
Aphids on leaves.
And so?
Spray other bugs.
And we suffer.
Just be careful.
Thought they banned spray.
EPA changed.
How so?
Tossed new rules.
To what?
No rules.
They spray this tree?
Don't think so.
Tree leaves taste fine.
Oh, good.
Stay still.
How come?
I see a deer.
Phew. Close call.
Deer nose tickles. Who sprayed?
Man in tent.
Which man?
One on the right.
Great observing.
Lay your eggs.
Today. You?
Tomorrow.
Good luck.
Where are yours?
Under that bark.
Congrats.
Where will you
Where will I what?
lay your eggs?
That leaf stem.
Good choice.
Strange weather.
I'll say
80 degrees.
it's October.
Climate change.
Crazy.
I blame bug spray.
Car exhaust, too.
Cow manure.
I heard it was
Nice here years ago.
bucolic.
Urban sprawl now.
Stay still.
Deer again?
Skunk this time.
Can't scare a skunk.
I know better.
Nasty smell.
Got that right.
Should hire skunk.
For what?
Spray man in tent.
I'm so mad.
About what?
Spray man.
Me too.
Have an idea.
Which is?
Gonna bite him.
We don't bite them.
We do now.
He'll crush you.
Small price.
I feel sick.
Oh no. From spray?
Think so.
Gotta bite man.
You'll die.
I laid my eggs.
I have to lay mine.
Do it now.
Now?
Yes, I'll bite man.
You'll die.
Die anyway.
'Cause eggs are laid.
That's right.
Death mission.
I know.
Good friend.
Lay those eggs.
The end.
Hey, I wish there was a virtual like applause sound cue that we could use.
Or you can do it on the chat thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can chat clap. And just a few look, Marianne is clapping. Eric Slimek is giving us our death mission. Is that your son?
That figures.
Thank you, Eric.
Molly's comment here. Molly and Agnes, the Laverne and Shirley of the bug world. You ladies are doing great. Love this piece. That was a good one.
Thank you, Kat.
Yes. Thank you for a diversion from the news.
Hardly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful job, Agnes and Kat. Great job. You guys were so pretty. Congrats. Two cute and memorable bugs who delivered a great message. Aw, two wonderful katydids. You who really did it. Oh, who really did. Look at Cindy is trying to totally rhyme in her comment. That was wonderful. Awesome. Look at all this wonderful feedback, guys. So yeah, I just want to open it up at the very end here. So this is like our first. Deb said she never liked insects before. Yes, I know. I totally am like in love with katydids now. I want to like a puppet katydid or a little stuffed animal katydid. I mean, it's so cute. So yeah, I first just want to say a huge thank you to all three of the playwrights. Really wonderfully written pieces, really wonderfully acted. So again, thank you to the local talent. Everybody's Cleveland. Well, mostly everybody's Cleveland or has been Cleveland at some point. Shout out to you, Sydney, even though you're in New York right now. So a lot of just local people and people who have been part of our ensemble family that have been participating in this. Yes, Katie did actors. Please take your virtual bow. I did not give you a chance. To, good job, Kat and Agnes.
I do too, because I wrote it.
Yes, you get to do it twice. Joey's saying, well done and a big bravo to all. Thanks for sharing your gift. Why wasn't Paul Natalie dressed for this city renovation read? Oh, that's funny. That's very cute. With some eyeglasses, some nice shades in that comment. That was nice. I think it was really a wonderful opportunity for us to get together here. It was the first, and there weren't any major technical glitches, so I'm super excited about that. Thank you, internet, for not going out or doing anything crazy. And thank you for everybody who joined us via Zoom. We're gonna try and do this every other Monday, maybe every Monday, depending on how popular it becomes. Getting thumbs up, which is great. Just to stay connected and to, offer a platform for all of these writers who are doing some great work here in Cleveland and maybe beyond, who knows, this may grow. So thank you for joining us for our inaugural reading. Agnes and or Anne or Bernice, do you guys want to say anything? And then I'll kind of close us out here. I don't want to keep everybody too late.
I'd just like to say that thank you everyone who I invited for coming. That was very sweet of you. I know this is like really weird, but yeah, thank you very much. And we all love ensemble theater.
That's right.
If you do want to, if you can, you don't have to, but if you'd like to donate anything to ensemble theater,
Right.
it would be really nice.
On behalf of ourselves and our fellow actors and playwrights, we encourage you all to support ensemble theater.
Oh, thank you, Paul. And
Yeah, I supported ARTC. You tell your people to support me now.
Yes,
Yeah, I will.
So you owe us big time.
of course. Go
So,
ahead, Bernice. Yes, you were going to say something, Bernice?
Just want to thank you, Celeste, as well as this audience, for giving us the opportunity. So often we write, we share with one another, but we have so few opportunities to really open up and show what stage rights can do. And we hope some other people are listening too. So thank you.
Eric just wants to know, do we get a tote bag? Do they get tote bags?
Maybe. I did actually just buy a heat press so that we could make some ensemble merch. So that may be in our near future.
Good.
I'm excited about that.
So
Yes.
there you go, Eric.
Exclamation point. Possible ensemble Christmas presents coming soon. We'll see. And holiday presents, other holidays, as many can celebrate. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Masks.
Ensemble Theater. Ensemble Theater is such a worthy company. Yes, we do actually have masks as well. So thank you, Deb, for saying that. It's so good to hear. Anne, did you want to say anything, Anne, before we kind of sign off here too?
Yes, I did.
I'll bring everything to a close here, but I wanted to give you a chance to say something too as well.
Okay.
Yes, I saw.
I also wanted to thank you, Celeste, for bringing this together in a very short amount of time. And I think it went well. And thank you so much for choosing my play. It was really an honor to be part of this, and beautifully acted, and a wonderful cast, along with all the other plays. I was just so pleased. And we are just so lucky to be having our group as part of Ensemble Theater. I've been involved in it for 4 years, and it has been a delight, really meaningful for my life. Thank you.
That's always good to hear. Yeah, this has just been, it's been a wonderful group of people that have become kind of part of our Ensemble Theater family. The normal faces that we would see every Wednesday night. I'm really excited that we were all able to meet via this medium in this crazy time of still social distancing and not being able to mass gather yet. We're still working ensemble on possibly doing some other virtual programming as well, so stay tuned. But as soon as we thought up this idea, it was a no-brainer for me. And what a great kickoff. I got to see all the scripts that they submitted. So we're kind of putting them together in little groups as we go along. We're trying to do maybe 3 or 4 a night so that we can stretch this out as long as possible and meet with one another and kind of have an opportunity to enjoy one another's company be artistic a little bit, and you know, do some theater in this crazy world that we all live in right now. So thank you all, because without you, we would not have any of this wonderful art to present to the audiences that we're doing. So thank you for joining us. Yes, of course, if you would like to donate to Ensemble Theater, we are more than welcome to take any kind of support at this time. We're really navigating some unprecedented challenges, of course. We plan on staying we just finished our 40th anniversary season that got cut short, but we're planning on being around for 40 more. So any support you could give us at this time would be majorly helpful in ways that I don't think we've ever asked for it before. So for sure. And then again, just thank you to everybody who's always been a part of this kind of community that we've created. People who have been actors, people who have been playwrights locally, who have just been kind of part of our family for the last few years, and what we're kind of trying to create in our community. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us this evening. Thank you, Sydney, who was in our production of Gatsby. I think it was 5 or so years ago. She's getting her PhD, little Mrs. Smarty Pants, in psychology now. She moved to New York. But like, it's really, it's amazing how we all still do stay connected, even though we did shows 5 years ago. We all still kind of feel like a family here. What I do have to say that I think has been, even though a lot of people seem to be zoomed out, this was not at all, I didn't feel that way at all tonight. What it does do is it allows us all to kind of connect in a way that we wouldn't maybe normally be able to, which is, if you live in Massachusetts, you're still able to kind of connect with one another. So theater without boundaries in a way, which I think is really unique, and definitely something new. So thank you all for joining us. If there isn't anybody else who has any pressing comment or question, go ahead and share it with us. Last maybe minute or so, I'll give you in our chat. Can you type it in the chat for us, Tim, or do you need me to unmute you?
Yes.
Yes, you can go ahead and ask it out loud. We're making an exception.
Oh, okay. There's on Wednesday, I believe it's this coming Wednesday, I'm involved in a play by Josh Mandel, who's doing it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a full-length one. It's going to be broadcast through, I thought through Ensemble, but maybe not. Maybe he's just doing it on his own. But at any rate, it's a play that he wrote. It's he's worked on it through the playwrights, your group, Stage Rights and stuff like that. So there's going to be a reading of it. It'll be a one player. It's like in 3 short acts. So it's probably about 45, 50 minutes long.
Wonderful.
And so it's at 7 o'clock. And if you're all around and would like to hear something else, it's a very interesting show and drawn from.
If you guys want to email me, or I'll talk to him post meeting, and we can share that information as well. So for sure. Great. And I think too, our 10-minute play series is kind of just the beginning. We may be doing other stuff like some radio plays as well, but none of those have been quite as fleshed out. So we'll let you guys know when we move forward with some of those initiatives as well. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Good
So
night.
much for joining us this evening.
Thanks, Celeste.
Hopefully we'll see you again, even if you're not reading next Monday. Again, thank you all to our actors. Thank you again to our playwrights. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys again soon.
Bye, Celeste. See you
Thanks
next
to
Monday.
everyone. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Good
Night.
evening to all. And I will wrap up our Zoom here, our live stream. Thank you, everybody who is watching us live. Tune in again next week. We'll see you as everybody quickly leaves the Zoom room. We'll see you all again next week, or not next Monday, but the following Monday, October 5th at 7 o'clock. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Celeste. Thanks.
Good night. Thank you.
Have a good one.